Welcome to Global Economic Press, where we deliver trusted global finance and economic news, analysis, and reports, empowering leaders and investors with reliable, timely insights. I'm your host, Alex Brady. In today's episode, we delve into a groundbreaking development in the world of regulatory technology. We'll explore how the TRACE system, developed by Oz Studio and Petrolíferos Lobo, is redefining the role of artificial intelligence in high-risk trade, as validated by global experts at the United Nations office in Geneva. Stay tuned as we unpack the implications of this innovation for the energy sector and beyond. Amidst shifting global regulations and the critical need for supply chain transparency, the role of artificial intelligence in high-risk trade was redefined this week at the United Nations office at Geneva. During a series of pivotal AI roundtables bridging institutional leaders and technology developers, an international panel of experts validated the architecture and operational rigor of the traceability, regulatory assurance, and custody evidence system. Developed jointly by Texas-based Oz Studio and Mexican energy benchmark Petrolíferos Lobo, TRACE represents a paradigm shift in regulatory technology. The UN sessions culminated in a strategic presentation to the lead legal counsel of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, resulting in an agreement to expand the system's visibility and methodological application across various United Nations divisions. The Geneva Consensus, Accountable Intelligence over Generic Artificial Intelligence. The panel, featuring Daniel Osuna, delegation lead for Oz Studio and Petrolíferos Lobo, Vinod Sood, Cystique Corporation, Ezekiel Barkley, Minister Counselor, Permanent Mission of Liberia, AI infrastructure expert Denise Sharif, and legal specialist Helen Pino Vera, tackled the complexities of deploying multi-agent AI in sovereign and highly regulated environments. The core consensus established a clear boundary for corporate adoption. While general AI provides broad cognitive intelligence, high-consequence environments require specialized, accountable intelligence. In sectors like energy, healthcare, and finance, probabilistic models cannot serve as the final authority. Daniel Osuna emphasized that corporate clients in complex petroleum markets do not merely need an AI answer. They need evidence they can independently inspect. TRACE operates on a principle of zero-trust handling, converting fragmented paperwork and disconnected logistics into a continuously re-verified, cryptographically sealed chain of evidence. The question isn't, which AI knows more? The question is, which system can prove why it is right? AI interprets. Deterministic tools decide. Daniel Osuna, TRACE project lead. The system relies on a strict division of labor. Multimodal AI agents are deployed to extract, classify, and interpret complex documentation across 12 validation layers. However, formal system verdicts are dictated by deterministic rules, cross-document consistency checks, geolocation data, and authoritative official databases. If a discrepancy occurs, the platform halts operations and localizes the exact custody leg where the evidence diverged. Data sovereignty by architecture. A critical theme of the UN discussions was the protection of corporate and national data. The panel concluded that data sovereignty must be architectural, not merely aspirational. With TRACE, a company does not surrender its institutional memory to a general AI provider. The system is deliberately modular. The language model can evolve, but the cryptographic evidence remains sovereign and immutable. The platform secures this trust architecture through exact byte SHA 256 fingerprinting, RFC 3161 trusted timestamps, and digital signatures, fully aligning with the stringent Mexican NOM 151 SCFI 2016 framework for the legal evidentiary preservation of digital documents. Eliminating cross-border friction, the premier soft landing partner for United States-based energy executives, global refiners, and international brands such as Shell, ExxonMobil, and Tesoro. The technological validation of TRACE at the United Nations translates directly into unparalleled operational security. As the energetic backbone of Mexico, Petrolíferos Lobo has established itself as the definitive cross-border commercial partner for companies seeking a risk-free market entry. The Mexican fuel market demands rigorous compliance. Petrolíferos Lobo mitigates cross-border legal friction through automated due diligence and strict adherence to ISO 9001 and 2015 certified operations. Every operational handoff is cryptographically verifiable, shielding international brands from the reputational and regulatory hazards associated with illicit supply chains. Where others sell leaders, Petrolíferos Lobo sells certainty. We are your ultimate gateway to Mexico as a go-to-market partner that handles last-mile logistics while fully shielding your brand's integrity. Petrolíferos Lobo, unmatched scale and business-to-business distribution. Infrastructure. Petrolíferos Lobo is not merely a buyer, it is a sophisticated business-to-business distribution network that operates strictly on programmed demand backed by solid financial guarantees. The company's institutional strength and logistical redundancy provide the ultimate Mexico soft landing partner experience. With more than 3.5 billion liters of fuel commercialized and an average of 750 million liters annually in recent years, the company has built the experience to move energy reliably at scale. With the experience of 1.25 billion cross-border operations through United States partners and established routes, while its distribution network reaches most Mexican states and more than 990 delivery points, serving over 600 industrial customers through formal supply agreements. Every shipment is supported by a certificate of analysis to protect product quality from origin to destination. Backed by 273 cross-border units in a network of more than 95 logistics partners, the operation is designed around one simple goal: keeping fuel moving when it matters most. Cross-industry replication, a universal architecture of trust. The strategic recommendation with the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development Legal Council highlights the universal applicability of the RegTech innovation developed by Oz Branding and Petrolíferos Lobo. The underlying problem of distributed trust extends far beyond petroleum. The trace methodology, capture, validate, compare, seal, and preserve, is entirely sector agnostic. By treating traceability as a mathematical infrastructure rather than a manual compliance burden, the system can seamlessly adapt to protect other high-risk, multi-document trade chains, including pharmaceuticals, agribusiness, and luxury goods. Petrolíferos Lobo has proven that in industries where trust has been damaged, saying "trust us" is no longer acceptable. The standard is now verifiable, deterministic evidence. By marrying massive infrastructural scale with cutting-edge agentic AI, Petrolíferos Lobo remains the undisputed standard for legality and commercial excellence in the North American energy corridor.